Yes, it's that time.
Show love, I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
Everybody to the bleachers, everybody to the bleachers, everybody to the bleachers.
All right, guys.
Come on, baby! Kellan!
Yay!
High five!
Fist pump.
Let's run! Ready? There we go! Come on, Kellan!
Let me see. Ah, there you go! Yay!
Okay, take a picture. Take a picture with Daddy.
We'll come over here. There you go. Let's see that picture. Let's do the picture of mommy. Ready?
Yeah. Okay, don't do a split.
You want to do sit?
Sit. Yay!
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 Show the certificate. Show the certificate.
Hold it this way, boo. This way.
There you go.
That's a cheese.
Bling bling.
Cheese.
Yay!
Don't do it.
Baby boy.
Hold on.
Right here.
Alex, the other day. Right here.
There. All children's with me.
Later that night.
What is happiness to you? Happiness is this right here. We are going to roast some marshmallows, enjoy the evening. We got Kellan out here chilling. We just wanted to check in and show you some of the fun things that we do when the camera isn't rolling. Just a low-key kind of deal. Hope you're having a great night. We're gonna make some s'mores. Yay!
So I'm not sure if Lisa said this already, but we're finally using these things after how many years later of buying
You bought
them.
these on Amazon, right?
Yeah, we initially bought it for camping and just never got around to using it. And we bought the fire pit. It's getting a little cooler now. A bit nippy. We can only hope that whatever you're doing while you're watching, you can, whether it is drink your beverage of choice or something, but you can have some relaxing fun along with us as we roast these. These are not kosher, right? These are
kosher.
Oh, these are kosher ones. So this is not the beef one then, right?
No, those are halal ones. These
Okay.
are just,
So yeah,
fish
so
skeleton.
if you don't know, even if you do eat pork, maybe you'd just be kind of grossed out by the idea. But so marshmallows in general, at some point they started using pork gelatin to make the marshmallow, which is why like you'll see like some marshmallows marked as vegan marshmallows, and you're like, what is in marshmallow that could be a thing there? Well, that's what it is. So kosher marshmallows, those are made out of what again? Or fish.
Majority of the time it's fish.
It's fish. And then the halal one is made out of beef collagen.
But I
But
think they
those
do
are the
make
two that we
kosher
make.
beef ones too. Gotta put it in the fire. Ooh,
Catch that marshmallow action. You see Lisa bun up for her own and now try bun up mine now. A joke. Lisa do the right thing, her own catch a little blaze on it. So she get a nice toast. What's funny is I think Kellan might be like, yo, why not ruin marshmallow?
Right?
Of course, kids, make sure you do this under parental supervision.
Yes, please.
Oh, I catch a fire. I catch a fire.
Did you see that? Mine is done.
Let's see Lisa's first.
Let's.
Let's see if Kellan will eat this. I think Kellan gonna be like, yo, why not ruin the thing, man?
Alright, so I did it wrong.
I think mine is pretty much. What's funny is like mine is like toasted, like almost burnt at the top, and then like the bottom look like fresh out of the bag.
Now this is that. Let's see.
Also, Lisa doing the full s'more. First bite Lisa get.
Yours is still going?
No, I have mine safely over here. Okay.
Can you taste the chocolate?
I definitely see why people do this together. To be honest, I could just live with just the marshmallow, but
Okay.
I do
Appreciate it.
appreciate what s'mores are all about.
Yeah.
All right. So, won't be talking very loud, but it's late night or prime time for me. It's about 1:34 right now. Kellan is sleeping. Thank God that he's sleeping at this time. Not that I don't want to see my son awake. It's more along the lines that he better be sleeping by 1:30. Lisa is trying to add some more scheduled like routine to Kellan. She did an excellent job spearheading that. So shout outs to my wife, who deserves all praise for coming up with that routine and then sticking with the guns. One day in the bag. She's upstairs in the office, I'm downstairs. So everybody kind of hold them own corner right now. All right, guys, what's up? So we are out trying to do our civic duty. We're in the car actually doing some stuff I guess we should have done at home, which is trying to get the ballot together and look at the amendments. We've been looking online for people's opinions, looking on, like I was looking up the Women's League of Voters for Florida, their suggestions. It's rough because even if you pick whatever side you lean, left or right, there is still reasons within those things to vote yes or no on amendments. There's pragmatic voting, you know, like we were debating back and forth on the judges, like should we pick to keep these judges because
at some point we were kind of you know, like as a couple you don't always vote together, like, you know, there's
hopefully you do, but like you don't.
You should align, but there's some things that I might say, you know what, I am more right leaning or left leaning towards something that we might not agree with, but it's okay, because that's happened like once or twice maybe.
But I think even within the left there is still like, or the right, I am sure that happens as well, like there's still pragmatism. Like for example, even both of us leaning towards the left on our judge picks, we're like on two different sides of the fence, leaning like, well, do we keep the judges for fear
reasons as to why, you know?
Do we keep the judges for fear of the fact that they will get worse if the governor is reelected, or do we vote to get rid of them in hopes that the governor is, you know, changed and that we can get better people in there? It's whatever side it is. I know, you know, people always tell you don't get political. It's hard not to. It dictates a lot of your life, but whatever side you vote on, even if you don't agree with our politics, get out and vote. Especially because I think they're doing
Let
a
your voice be
horrible,
heard, guys. Like, remember, so many people fought for us to have a right to vote, so take the opportunity to vote.
Plus, just don't make it that they can always have access to you when they need to take your money from you. But when your voice is to be heard, your power, your civic duty,
you're giving it away.
You're giving it away because you're not paying attention to when it needs to be done. They do a horrible job. Some of it is incompetence, some of it is on purpose to not let you know when this needs to be done. I mean,
let me tell you something. The wording in some of these ballots,
intentionally,
in these amendments, they are very
What happened, Baba? Too much politics? I know.
Sorry.
Anyway, we're gonna get out of the car and go vote now. But yeah, just get out and vote. Even if we don't agree with politics, just vote with what makes sense for you,
for your family,
and educate yourself on what actually is going to benefit you.
Remember that it's not only for you, it's for your community. There's an amendment here right now that is for medical professionals, correctional officers.
Somehow nurses always get left out, but I'm still voting for them.
We still vote for it.
CEOs are involved, but yeah, we gotta hurry up and vote and get home. I have work tonight. I think the boys need a nap. Lisa needs some rest, and we still got videos to edit and stuff. So see you guys on the other side.
And Big Bird, it is very important that everybody vote.
Did our duty. All right, guys, it is hot outside. Literally, we just kind of walked in the front of Haines City Hall, and we got some books from the library, so I got an official library card. It's been a year and there's still things that we're kind of checking off, but we are just kind of making it work for Polk County and all that stuff. And most importantly, we just finished voting, which it's one of those civic duties that we feel like it's just important. You know, like I was saying earlier, people physically fought for this right, for people to vote, for women to vote, for black women to vote, for black men to vote, for minorities to vote. So I try my best to do, or sorry, we try our best to kind of do what we can do. So we're gonna just drive through Haines City a little. So we're heading back home because Dan has to go to take a nap because he's working tonight. Yes, it's that time. Family nap time. It is only 2:30. I know you probably think it's like nighttime, but it's only 2:30 in the afternoon. But Dan works tonight, so he's gonna lay down for his nap. And I went to bed like 5 o'clock this morning, so I need to go to sleep and rest up because it is harder to handle the routine when you're one parent down. So I'm gonna need my nap so I can handle all the running around by myself. Dan is in the room with Kellan, trying to put him to sleep, especially because Dan is working tonight. He doesn't really get the opportunity to put him to sleep tonight, so he's putting him down for his nap. Dan is gonna come in soon and he's gonna take his nap because you need a nap before your 12-hour shift to function properly. So I'll check back with you guys a little later after I get my beauty sleep. Family nap time is done. Dan left and went to work. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wake up at like 4 o'clock and clean up the house a little, but I didn't wake up until 5:15 when it was time for him to wake up. And that's just kind of how it goes. You have to know when to, what's the song? Know when to fold them, know when to something, something like that. But you really must know when to kind of bow out, when to surrender, when to just kind of stop and do what's important to your body. Okay, so my body was telling me to rest. Like I said, I stayed up this morning in order to fold some clothes. I don't feel bad for doing it. I needed to do it, but sometimes you have to be like, just kind of pass to the next task. I watch a YouTuber, I can't remember her name, but the name of her channel is This Crazy Life. And she actually said it, like I literally started watching her for organization and like decluttering and stuff like that. And even she, who I look at her household and I'm like, oh my God, it looks so neat all the time. And like, she really cleans well, which is like, I love that. But even she was like, I learned over the years, and it took her, like, Dan is not telling me like, oh, when I come home in the morning, the kitchen has to be cleaned. It's me. And it's still something that I kind of battle with. Like, I like to come downstairs and like everything is clean and I could just be like, oh, starting the day. But you also have to know that there's some things that cannot be perfect. A lot of things cannot be perfect. You just kind of have to, like, again, bend to the will of life and the reality of what things will be. So if you are tired and you're like, you know what, there's gonna be dishes in the sink, it is what it is, tomorrow I'll conquer it. That's kind of what I've been having to learn. I think it's especially hard when you have stay-at-home moms. You have this personal obligation to yourself. You have this personal, this is what, you know, stay-at-home moms do. You have this societal pressure of this is what stay-at-home moms do. Like, you know, you come over to their house and their house is perfect. Okay, yeah, that was a thing. And in the, you know, like the 60s and 50s, that was a thing, definitely. But a lot of those women were on self-medicating, drinking, you know, they battled alcoholism. They battled a lot silently. That is one thing, you know, stay-at-home moms will always have the ability to connect with other moms and kind of talk about the pressures that we put on ourselves. To sum that all up, I just kind of have to know when to be like, okay, tonight is one of those team no sleep, gotta get the task done. And there's gonna be nights where it's just like, bruh, I am gonna leave that for tomorrow. You know, that's just how it's gonna be. So tonight is not one of those nights. I'm gonna clean up downstairs. I'm cleaning up the kitchen. I didn't need to cook or anything like that. So like that was like a blessing. But I'm just gonna clean up the kitchen. I feel like that's the biggest battle. So what I started doing is like evening times, like if Dan is going to work, I'll start doing it around like 6 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock. Or if Dan is home, I'll be like, okay, let's start cleaning up together so we can do like an outside play day. Time is changing, so around this time it's getting dark already, but this summertime, this would be the time we'd be going to the park and stuff like that. But getting the kitchen and stuff done, the living room where Kellan comes and like throws his balls and moves the letters around and stuff like that, that can be the last minute stuff. Because for me, the hardest part was cleaning up and then 5 minutes later coming back and you're like, what just happened? Did the tornado pass through? And again, it's bending to the will of life and just saying, you know what, I'll do that at the end of the night. But the kitchen is something that Kellan is not coming in the kitchen to like destroy the kitchen. So I tackle that and then I leave his play area until the end of the day. So I'm trying to like train him like, okay, let's put stuff back. But I do that at the end of the day. What I was doing prior to that is whatever happened during the day, if I didn't wash a cup, or if I didn't put it in the dishwasher, which was a lot of times what I would be doing is putting the dishwasher, I would be doing that after Kellan goes to sleep. So then it's like after kind of done the nighttime routine and it's like you twist and turn 2 times, it's 11 o'clock and then you're coming downstairs to fix the whole downstairs, and that gets overwhelming. So again, kind of take tasks throughout the day and say, okay, I'm gonna tackle this, I'm gonna tackle that. And again, I was showing you in the last vlog that I've been really dedicating myself to using this Clever Fox planner. When I was in high school, I used to high school and middle school, I used to live by my planner. I used to write out things when these projects were due, my homework and stuff like that. And it organized me. Then when I started doing nursing, I used RN report card, which was something that my sister developed that I kind of assisted with, but it's something that she developed. It's her brainchild, and it really kind of laid out how my night was gonna go. And that was my baby. It organized me. So it's like, how am I living my life without that crutch? And it is a crutch, but it's okay to have crutches in life. And I'm going back to using something like that. So hopefully this planner is something that I can kind of stick with and just keep myself organized, because I think that's the hardest part about parenting. Like for me, I get anxious if I'm like, okay, what to do next? What's priority? And this planner like lays out like, this is what you want to do, X, Y, and Z. You tell me what's priority. You do that first. And sometimes you can't do it the first thing in the day because you're like, oh, I gotta go to UPS first. But it is a priority and I want to do this before the end of the day. So sticking with that, help me stick with that, guys. Comment below and encourage me and tell me keep using your planner. And if you do have a Clever Fox planner, tell me how well that's working for you, or if it's not working for you and what you do. Yes, he wants more food, so I'm gonna go feed him right now. Yeah, I'll check back with you. The family nap was well needed. See you soon. All right, hey guys. So I'm in the office. I am going to edit for a little bit. I just put Kellan to sleep, so I'm gonna shower now, just in case I start to get tired and I'm like, yeah, it's bedtime. I don't want to have to like get up and go do that. So look at this. Share the Adventure. It's Amazon's perfect way to entice children. Little trick to get kids to tell their parents what they want for Christmas. I'm just looking through it because there's a couple people, mainly children, that I want to pick up some gifts for. Found a word search in there, and word searches are my weakness, so do the word search and then get up and do like real work. So I'm finished and I'm gonna go shower and get some editing done. Probably not gonna do an all-nighter. Kind of want to just kind of enjoy the rest of the night. Probably watch some of my favorite vlogs and maybe edit like one video, and that's about it. I'm not really doing much tonight. All right, guys, so that was pretty much our day. It was a blessed day for us, and I hope you enjoyed it. So Like if you like, but if you really want to show some love, don't forget to sub and hit that bell as well.
I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all the time.